Today, modern medicine tells us that our exhaustion and memory lapses are simply to be blamed on our age, and that the only salvation for a lack of vitamin B12 is a needle or the meat of animals raised in captivity. But that is a half-truth that hides one of the greatest robberies in the history of our nutrition. Let's rescue the forgotten sources, the plants of the water and the earth that, prepared with the wisdom of the old kitchens, can return the spark of life to your nerves and your brain without the need for pain. 1. Duckweed, the invisible strength of calm lakes. Think of those quiet lakes and farm ponds of the old days, where the water was so clean we could see the bottom. Often, the surface of this water was covered by a bright, tiny green blanket. This is duckweed, the smallest plant in the world. For generations, the ancient peoples of Southeast Asia harvested this green dust from the waters with fine nets and transformed it into nourishing, comforting broths to give strength to manual laborers and the elders of the village. Today, wonderful scientists have discovered what the intuition of those people already knew. This tiny plant is one of the rare ones in nature that lives hand in hand with natural water bacteria. Together, they create one of the purest and most active forms of vitamin B12 that the human body can recognize. A single spoonful of this plant has the power to awaken your dormant nervous system without you ever needing to swallow artificial capsules. 2. Sea vegetables, the salty garden of our coastal grandmothers. Anyone who had the privilege of growing up near the sea or listening to the stories of old fishermen knows that the ocean was our greatest garden. In the old days, it was common to see clotheslines in fishing villages holding not just laundry, but dark leaves of seaweed, like nori and dulse, drying in the sun and swaying in the cold sea breeze. The smell of the ocean breeze took over the air. The mothers of that time knew that putting these dried leaves into fish broth or bean stews kept weakness and paleness away from children and the elderly. And they were absolutely right. These sea vegetables absorb the vital energy of the ocean. Their broad leaves harbor minerals and a precious B12 that nourishes the blood, fights deep anemia, and chases away that sadness without reason, which is often just our brain begging for real nutrition. 3. Wild mushrooms, the meat of the damp forest. Do you remember the smell of the forest or the backyard right after a heavy autumn rain? That smell of damp earth, falling leaves, and life sprouting. It was at this moment that our grandparents knew it was time to look for mushrooms on the fallen logs. Foraging for mushrooms was an act of respect and patience. And when they went into the iron skillet, sautéed slowly with a spoonful of lard or butter, the perfume filled the house with coziness. Wild mushrooms, like shiitake and dark porcini, are not common plants. They are like living sponges that pull strength from the dark, rich soil. During this slow process, in the darkness of the earth, they absorb the vitamin B12 created by the microorganisms in the roots of the trees. Eating a warm plate of these mushrooms is not just a delicious and nostalgic meal. It is handing your tired nerves the exact same resilience and strength that sustains centenarian trees. 4. Chlorella, the liquid emerald of longevity. Returning to the freshwater streams, we find chlorella. an algae of a green so deep and dark that it looks like the very essence of liquid life. In the past, people didn't know how to isolate this plant, but they drank from untouched spring waters and crystalline rivers that were naturally rich in this microscopic vitality. The miracle of chlorella is that it works as an armor and a battery at the same time. Today we live in cities with gray air. We eat food full of preservatives, and our bodies rust on the inside. Chlorella has the wonderful gift of embracing the toxins and heavy metals that are loosed in your body and throwing them out, while at the very same time bathing your cells in clean B12. It is a true spring cleaning for your blood. 5. Ancestral ferments. The patience of time in the kitchen. Remember when kitchens were laboratories of patience? Nothing was rushed. The women of the past soaked grains overnight, fermented milk in clay bowls on the porch, and let the bread dough rest, covered by an embroidered dishcloth, until the next day. That slowness had a sacred purpose. Tempeh and other traditionally fermented grains, like the ancient Japanese and Indonesians, made by wrapping beans in banana leaves, are living proof that haste is the enemy of health. When you let nature act on its own time, friendly bacteria transform the simple grain into a powerhouse. They chew up the anti-nutrients that cause gas and stomach aches, and, in return, leave a trail of highly absorbable vitamin B12. Returning to eating fermented foods with patience is giving your gut back the wisdom of Grandma's kitchen. 6. Wild riverbank herbs. Wild watercress. In the good old days, a walk near a shallow, ice-cold creek always ended with hands full of wild watercress. Our mothers would quickly wash these vibrant green leaves under the water pump and serve them fresh for lunch. The refreshing bite of that chewed leaf would wake anyone up. Aquatic and semi-aquatic plants, like the true watercress that grows on river stones, lived bathed in running water, rich in invisible life. When we ate these riverbank herbs, we were consuming the B12 present in that perfect ecosystem. The body gave thanks with strong lungs, agile circulation, and bright eyes. Tea, the biggest secret of all, the earth-flavored root. But perhaps the greatest remedy for a lack of B12 of all is the most beautiful memory of our childhood. Think of the day you were in the backyard, pulled a carrot, a radish, or a sweet potato straight from the soft dirt. What did we do? We gave it a little tap on the knee or the hem of our shirt to brush off the excess dirt, and took a bite right there and then. That sweet flavor, mixed with the rustic taste of damp earth, is unforgettable. Cutting-edge science has finally understood that the largest vitamin B12 factory in the world is not a laboratory in Switzerland. It is the ground we walk on. The healthy black soil of a backyard is teeming with good bacteria that produce this vitamin non-stop. Our grandparents had sky-high levels of B12 because their food had intimate contact with the soil. Today, supermarkets bathe vegetables in chlorine, scrape off their skins, and wrap them in sterile plastic. We have over-sanitized our lives, and in the process, washed our mental health and energy down the drain. We were not created to live dependent on painful needles, crowded pharmacies, and constant exhaustion. The idea that your body is an old broken machine is the biggest lie ever invented to sell medicines. Your body is wise, and the nature around it is even more so. From the little leaf floating in calm waters, through the mushrooms that smell like rain, to that dirt-smudged carrot from your childhood backyard, creation has always offered us everything we need for our brains to stay sharp, our memories to stay alive, and our legs to stay strong. Returning to these foods, embracing the patience of the old days, and not fearing what comes straight from the earth is the most revolutionary act you can do for your health today. Now, I would love to take a trip down memory lane with you. Close your eyes and search your memory. What was the garden or the backyard like in the house where you grew up? Do you remember picking a fruit or a root straight from the earth and eating it right then and there, tasting a flavor that simply doesn't exist in today's supermarkets anymore? Please, tell me that story down here in the comments. I absolutely love reading your memories because it is these beautiful stories that remind us of how wonderful and full of health life used to be.